On August 15th, 1977, a scientist sat down at his desk, looked at a computer printout, and wrote two words that would haunt humanity for the next 47 years. Wow. Not a movie, not a theory, not someone's imagination. This was a real scientist at a real observatory who detected something coming from deep space that matched every single criteria for an alien transmission. And then it vanished. Forever. The Cold War is at its peak. Humans had just landed on the moon 8 years earlier, and scientists around the world had one obsession. Is anyone else out there? A massive radio telescope scanned the sky 24 hours a day, listening, waiting, hoping. If something in space was broadcasting a signal, it would be captured, printed out, as a series of numbers and letters. Most days, nothing, just background noise, static, silence. Until August 15th. A few days later, a scientist sat down to review the data. Line by line, row by row. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And then he saw it. 6 characters. 6E, QUJ5, meaningless. But to a trained eye, it was extraordinary. Each character represented the strength of a signal. The higher the value, the stronger the transmission. And this one, it started weak, got stronger, peaked at U, 30 times stronger than the normal background noise of the universe. Then it faded back down, perfectly. Like something switched on, waited exactly 72 seconds, and switched off. The scientist circled it in red ink, and wrote one word beside it. Wow. The signal came from deep space, from the direction of Sagittarius, a region with no known stars, no planets, nothing. And here's what makes it even stranger. It matched the exact frequency scientists believed an intelligent civilization would use to communicate across the galaxy. Think about that. From empty space, the right frequency, the right duration, the right pattern. If this isn't what contact looks like, then what is? Scientists immediately tried to find it again. They pointed the telescope back to the same spot, again and again and again, more than 50 times. Other observatories joined in, scanning the same region. Nothing. Complete silence. As if whatever sent that signal knew it had been heard and chose not to speak again. Over the years, theories came and went. A satellite? Impossible. That frequency was protected. Military transmission? No. Same reason. A natural phenomenon? Nothing we know in the universe can produce a signal that precise, that strong, that structured. Decades later, one theory suggested it came from a comet. But the data didn't fit. The timing was wrong. The frequency didn't match. Even the scientist who discovered it rejected that explanation. And so, 47 years later, we still don't know what it was. The strongest candidate for extraterrestrial contact in human history, and we have no answer. But here's where it gets unsettling. The signal came from around 200 light-years away, which means it was sent 200 years before we received it. Around the year 1777, before electricity, before radio, before we even understood our place in the universe. Something, out there, sent a message into the dark, and we just happened to catch it, once, for 72 seconds, and then, nothing. Now here's the part that almost no one talks about. In 2012, scientists decided to respond. They aimed a message back to the same region, on the same frequency. A signal that said, "We heard you. We are here." That message is still traveling through space right now. And even if it reaches something, we won't be here to hear the reply. Because if someone answers, it will take another 200 years to get back to Earth. Which means, if we ever get a response, everyone alive today will never know. One signal, one moment, One word, written in red ink. Wow. We don't know what sent it. We don't know why it stopped. We don't know if it was meant for us. But for 72 seconds, something out there, in the endless dark, was talking. So tell me, what do you think it was? Something intelligent? Or just a mystery we haven't solved yet?